Alright, welcome back to Dishonored Brigmore, which is we're going to tackle the second mission, but first I just want to point out that we have unlocked the achievement Breakout, which consists of breaking out Lizzie out of prison. Let's see if this works. I can just show you my great collection of achievements. So yeah, this is the first achievement we have in this DLC. So we will load our quick save at the end of the previous mission, just to show you the intro video of the next mission. I haven't searched for the room yet, so I think I will just do it.
All quiet, sir. Ready to go.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's just skip everything. So, the next mission is called Draper's Ward, the Dead Eels. With Lizzie's stride free, you have a captain to take you upriver. Unfortunately, Lizzie's second-in-command, Edgar Wakefield, is running the old gang and won't hand over the ship without a fight. Deal with the traitor Wakefield and help Lizzie get our ship in working order.
Dunwall is changing fast. 6 months ago, Draper's Ward was where Dunwall's rich and well-born strolled and shopped and tried to be seen. The plague burned through it in days. Today it's a battleground where two street gangs fight over the spoils. The Hatters and Lizzie's gang, the Dead Eels. Lizzie Stride was the boss until Edgar Wakefield betrayed her and took her place. And her riverboat. It's the kind of thing that happens every day in Dunwall. I don't judge him. I've done worse myself. But I need that boat. Edgar Wakefield and I have business.
So we'll of course look for a non-lethal way to take Edgar down. We will go to the mission, of course. We will not buy anything. We don't need it. Start the mission.
The textile mill used to run off a water wheel before the canal went dry. It started up again recently, and whatever the Hatters did to get it working has enraged the Dead Eels. They're fighting in the streets.
So our objective is to travel to the Draper's Ward, right the riverfront.
We got here first.
Bring out the geezer.
We've been here 8 years. We ain't leaving.
When's your old man coming out to fight?
We've been making something for you, little eels.
What's the matter? Too much knitting to do?
Crawl back to the river. You ain't a real gang. You're just a bunch of mudlarks.
Come on and fight! Or are you too busy making dresses?
Somebody get over here! Shit. This is gonna hurt.
Wow.
That's what happens when you tangle with a dead eel.
Okay.
Huh?
This guy naturally wants to be trifled with.
Someone wants to get kicked in the gut.
I don't know if they're going to stay there forever, huh?
What? Someone wants to get hurt.
No, they're moving. So this looks like it is a
Someone's still prowling around.
daylight mission. I'm just taking screenshots as I go along the way.
Is that?
I like to. So.
What?
Come here, you.
Just let him show his face. See what I do then.
3 people is a lot. I mean, really.
Someone wants to get kicked in the gob.
to take some of them out.
Gotta keep my wits about me.
Yeah, someone's still around. Huh? Is that?
I'm here. Can.
Is that?
Looks like a rather delicate section. Try to be fast.
What?
There's some loot.
Someone. God.
Gotta keep my eyes open. Definitely somebody about.
What?
Watch it. Someone wants to get hurt.
Is that? Oh, just let him show his face. See what I do.
Yeah, someone's still around.
We'll just leave her alone. We don't need to choke her. So there's an access. Up there.
Just let him show his face.
Gonna
See what I
jump high enough.
Someone's still sneaking around.
It's clipping through us for some reason. Maybe.
Somebody get over here!
Overwraps. I'm just looking for a convenient place to dump him. Where the rats cannot reach. Oh, nice. Yeah, where the rats cannot reach him because that would suck. He got killed. This kind of reminds me of the Arcane's concept project, Big Crossing. It's really familiar for some reason.
Someone wants to get killed. God.
Okay, we can move. I'll just hide him with his body. There you go!
Is that? Gotta keep my wits about me.
So far, this looks pretty nice. I like this environment. You know, the city as a whole is really nice in Dishonored. It's kind of different from Thief because you get all these daylight missions that you didn't have in games such as Thief.
Still
It's
sneaking
pretty
around.
important. Well, not impressing is not really the right word, but it's different.
Just let him show his face. See what I do then.
So what's up there? Absolutely nothing. Ah, there is a mana elixir. Oh, and a coin. Very important.
Is that?
She's most likely going to die. Yep. Too bad. Let's try and get on the roof. We can get on the balcony here. Alright. Oh no, this one. Probably the lower one has some interesting stuff. Yes. Looks like the room is empty. What the hell is that? Piece of paper. A dangerous experiment. I have come across some old writings that hint to a bizarre ritual, and I'm going to use it to prove to you for once and for all that all of this mystical stuff is just superstition. When I get back from my mission in the sewers, we'll do this. But there's a trick. You'll need a bride. Ha! Near as I can tell, she doesn't need to be willing. She doesn't need to even be awake. By the outsider's eyes, I don't even think she needs to be alive. So you go secure a bride if you can, and I'll officiate this mock wedding. Okay. Granny's Wedding Recreations. A page torn from an old manuscript written in a scrawling hand. Bring a man to represent my black-eyed groom, fetch a woman to represent me in my youth, lay them together in the eternal circle, a wedding band to bind them, placed on the silver tray. Do this for me, dearie, and I'll give you a wedding gift. Okay, so bring a groom to the wedding circle. Looks like this is some granny rag kind of puzzle. Well, you can't say it's a puzzle. Machinery Repurposing Guide. Excerpt from Machinery Menu. 7. Rejigger mounting and unmounting. Remove the cover over the primary gear and set it aside. Remove the primary gear and replace it with the secondary gear from the alternate drive system. Manufacture and place dual counterbalance weights along the alternate drive system axle and unlink the damping coils at both ends. Remove and set aside the slide arm from the rejigger support. Open the slide arm piston shaft and remove the pistons. Reshape the slide arm pistons to be shorter specifications and reapply lubricant before closing the housing. Install the elongated slide arm into the rejigger support. Adjust the reverse spacer bolt at the junction between the alternate drive system axle and the new elongated slide arm until the interval suits the new application. Oh. I need a key for that. Get some interest. Let's go downstairs. Be wary of the rats. There's Amy. Well, something I've learned in Dishonored is to always check these containers or dumpsters. You never know what you can find. Some notes here. I don't think I can read it. We'll see. Out of business notice. To my loyal customers, I've done my best to provide a provisioning service to you even after all the decent citizens have abandoned Draper's ward. But now it is clear that there is no livelihood for me here now, and that a session with you will eventually cost me my life. To those who have never wronged me, I suggest you take your business to Jerome. He can be found in a second-floor apartment in a stone's throw away from here, next to Millenary Canal. His prices will climb now that I'm gone, but he seems like a fair enough man. For those who have harassed me, stolen from me, and driven me from my home, I hope you suck on the barrel of a City Watch pistol someday. I'm sure you will all meet violent and unhappy endings. Goodbye, Mr. Mitchell. Mitchell's Marketplace. Looks like he's a bit mad. Okay. Ah, come on. Looks like more gang wars.
You guys take orders from Trimble now, is that it? A nurse? You gonna teat on him?
Hatter! Now and forever!
I'll cut you up like a slaughterhouse whale. You hear me?
Are you missing something, little eels?
I got a little something for you. Might burn a little though.
Drive her back into the river!
Draper's Ward is our place now.
It's got
The river tonight.
Looks like it's pretty effective.
what?
There's another hatter, looks like. Really nice,
I'm stymied,
nice map so far. I really like it.
but I have no idea how to open it.
Hammers?
Really? Look at that thing. You think hammers will break it open?
Explosives.
Sure. The sound brings everyone running. Then we gotta
Oh, oh hello you. Sounds like something happened. Don't know why, don't know what, but we'll see. Here's a grenade. 2 coins.
Is that?
Huh. The guy was fighting the rats. Alright, so
Someone's still around.
what's the
It's over. Just make it quick.
Get up! Get up and we'll finish this.
I can't. There's something wrong in there. Feels like I'm burning inside. Kill me if that's what you want.
Find me when you can walk. You owe me a proper fight.
oh shit. You'll see us.
Is that? Somebody get...
Yeah. I need to get on the balcony.
What? Huh?
What? It's over. Just make it quick.
Get up. Get up and we'll finish this.
I can't. There's something wrong in there. Feels like I'm burning inside. Kill me if that's what you want.
Find me when you can walk. You owe me a proper fight.
I don't know if I can rescue that girl. If she counts as an enemy.
Someone wants to get hurt.
Let's see. Nope. Doesn't react to
You're
anything.
here to kill
Doesn't.
me. Make it fast or get lost.
Doesn't look like he's an enemy, so I don't think he counts towards the ghost. Jerome's Black Market Shop. Some food. A coin.
Welcome to the Draper's Ward Salvage and Resale, or the Black Market if you'd prefer. It's Dowd, right? Recognized your face from the posters. Not that I'd ever say anything to anyone, believe me. I'd be happy to have you for a customer.
What are you selling?
Tell me what strikes your fancy.
Okay, so he's a shopkeeper, but we don't need anything. I think I'll just steal from him. Here we go. Jerome's search for Oxrush. Hello Griff, I hope your business is going well. If you are interested, I have a little business proposal for you. The canal here in Draper's Ward has been dry for some time now, even enough time for the prized Oxrush to take bloom in the mud. None of the ruffians patrolling this area know how special the flower can be, so they have no competition in harvesting them. But none of the alchemists or natural philosophers that can use them frequent this district anymore. Perhaps I can send you some bunches of Oxrush to peddle, for a commission of course, and I can help you tap into an ammunition market here in Draper's Ward. The gangs have gone into full-scale war, so the money is high. Let me know your thoughts. Jerome. We don't need the grenade. Ah, there's a safe. We need a key. Do you have the key?
Is that?
Nope. Doesn't look like this bothers him. So. Aha, there's a safe here.
Huh? Is that? Gotta keep my
We
eye.
don't notice anything. Looks like there is some loot in the canal.
What?
Oh, this guy. This guy can be dangerous.
Huh? Someone's still prowling around. What? Someone wants to get hurt. Is that?
Just like the previous mission,
Someone's still prowling around.
these are scripted stuff, and I don't know if they don't count for this. So.
Huh?
So let me just take him back somewhere. Yeah, I'll probably just dump him here. The rats can get inside. Fortunately for us.
What?
Come on, close the door. There we go.
Huh?
What?
Is that? Come on, let's get this guy.
Yep. Got busted, alright. How am I going to...
What?
I'll need to open this chest. Because there's some loot inside.
Is that?
Maybe using my poison darts. If I can find them. isn't poisoned out,
What?
right?
Damn it! What the? Oh, I'll find you.
No poison darts. Hmm.
Huh? What?
Some really extremely tight patrol routes.
Is that?
Never seen something quite like it.
What? Is that?
I think there's some junk item like a bottle. Maybe I can
Huh?
use this bottle to my advantage.
Okay, keep banging around.
Well, don't you want to investigate? Oh,
I see somebody who has
got
my
away.
money.
how am I going to do it? I have strictly no idea. Just try that again, shall we?
What?
Maybe throw it closer.
Somebody, get over it!
Okay, I think I can do it.
What? I wonder what it was doing down there in the mud. Fell off a boat?
Maybe if I can knock this guy out while the other has his back turned, it'll make things
Might take it to the good
significantly
life is in
easier
there.
for me.
And I'm standing here like an idiot.
Because this one seems to have a
It looks old. Maybe even from back in the time.
longer
of the old
time
emperor.
when he
Just
has his
his
back
father.
turned. Maybe it won't work.
What?
Let's try anyway.
I...
No, this is not what I wanted to do, of course. CD just changed positions.
It looks old. Maybe even from back in the time of the old emperor. Jessamine's father.
No time. Oh, that works quite well. Now to get back up.
What?
Maybe I can hide this piece of trash somewhere here. I'm afraid... No, rats cannot climb here. All is well. Coins here, there's a sphinx. Now let me check for rooms. Oh, there's one here, okay. Looks like there's one here, too. Very hard to see, but it's here. That's it from this part. See? How pretty devilish they like to hide stuff. Even with the loot tint, it's sometimes really hard to spot some stuff.
Is that?
Oh, don't you worry, I'll get you too. Since you're looking after your safe. Yeah. Okay, so I need the key. I don't want to drop him. I'll hide him with his friend. So I wonder how many missions this DLC has. The previous one, The Life of Dunwall, had like 3 full-fledged missions. The coin thing. Almost didn't see it. Come on. Mental, Carvo. There you go. Oh my god, but it's a head! Anything on it, of course. What's here? Nothing. Kind of collapsed bridge. Something of real interest down there, so we'll just go back to where we were. Try to find the key for the safe, which is probably at the other end of the level, knowing the developers. Well, this is something I kind of always do in my thief missions too, so I like to scatter things around. The trick is not making this frustrating, which is not that easy to do, believe it or not. Holy fuck. You hungry little fuckers. Okay, let's take a look at the... I think there's one up there. I almost don't see it. I don't see it at all. It's here. I kind of prefer the heart to this dark vision. It's just better suited, but of course Dao doesn't have such an item.
Quiet in the city. Almost like it used to be.
Check.
Come and get me. Or won't your mommy let you?
There's nothing on them. Oh yes, you can. I was afraid for a sec you couldn't get on the roof. So let's just check this area out. So here we are back at the beginning. Still need to find a room for the granny rats. Granny rats are sleeping. Ah, something there. There you go. Okay. Whoops. No doubt, this is not the way to go. Yeah, it's much better. There's a player in Dishonored that mostly use Blink to get up high. I use it more like as a substitute for rope arrows than anything else. Very nice scenery all around. Ouch. Look out for the trained rat. Hey Jasper, one of the dead eels apparently trained some white rats to come to his side of the canal and fetch shiny objects back to him. So far they've taken a few coins and a couple of bullets back over the eel territory. Pike saw one carrying a coin and tried to shoot it, but his marksmanship is lacking. Ha! Be wary of them and crush the little things if you get the chance. If one swipes one of tools or keys or something like that, you'll be a laughingstock, Mulder. Well,
I'm almost out of bullets. Don't look at me. Try Jerome's in the apartment up there. I heard he was a cheat. Lend me just a few. Get caught out when the dead eels come across the canal? No thanks. Every man for himself. Hatter pride. I'm touched.
oh, there's the note. So for some reason these guys have hard firearms. Weird. I'll see. No, he didn't. That was some crazy luck. No. Yeah. Looking for a place to hide him. Not that easy with bad guy patrolling the area now. Oh. So we can just hide in here. There you go. I hope that didn't kill him. Good. Alright, so some food here. That's nice. We'll just sneak around. I have absolutely no idea where I'm heading, but this is not the original territory. How did this thing this area later? A little coin. I kind of want to get inside this area. Don't know how to do it, but looks like to be any window. Could have sworn the room wasn't there. Oh, actually it's not. Ah, somewhere. Oh, I was seen. By who when I have no idea when I was seen. Okay, so no point in there. Just get here. Found the wedding ring. Aha! Look at this. And we have also found another key. Let's look at it. So we have file and control box key, Dunwall key, Brigmore chest key, abandoned vault key. Maybe this is the safe here. Try that.
We're losing.
I get confused with you.
I understand doing what's got to be done. Wakefield.
Lizzie kept to a deal when...
Well, see something?
Okay. You guys here.
We're losing business. I understand doing what's got to be done. But Wakefield.
Lizzie kept to a deal when she made it. She weren't no cheat.
Exactly. After last night, I don't know who's going to buy from us.
So looks like this guy, Wakefield is kind of a bastard, bad boss.
Huh?
Ah! Somebody get over here!
To be faster than that. Yes, believe it or not, I am perfectly hidden here. This is quite stupid.
What?
Looking for an opportunity to knock one of them out. There you go. Slowly. Rats shouldn't be able to reach this place. So, some brandy. Complaints from a dead eel guard. This post is awful. I almost broke my neck getting up there, and all the hackers keep taking shots at me like I'm some kind of carnival game. This morning I saw some lady up on the glass roof across the canal, and it kind of has me worried. I think she looked right at me. How'd she get up there? Are the hackers recruiting ladies now? Anyway, since she's been up there, I can barely make out this thing she left behind. I can't tell it is from here, but come nightfall I just climb up there and have a look. Gotta be wary of that arc pattern they set up down there. If they have that kind of gear, we're just outmatched. I wish Lizzie was back. She'd get us out of this. The history of Draper's Ward, which is quite long, so let's just drink a bit before we begin. Whew. Alright. Excerpt from The Districts of Dunwall, a recent book. This chapter will focus on the once lavish Draper's Ward. Before the reign of the Calvin dynasty, the local held none of the prestige that it has so recently enjoyed. Draper's Ward was once a simple manufacturing hub for fabrics and textiles, exporting raw weaves to all corners of the empire. Water-driven mills turned day and night to meet the needs of the rapidly expanding cloth industries. For decades, Draper's Ward supported a modest trade until these manufacturers began relocating factories to Serconus and Morley. The price of labor in these places was much lower, and via the limited availability of Dunwall riverfront property, which was required to turn the mills, made expansion of operations impossible. At the end of this period, declining production and abandoned factories created an opportunity for a new generation of skilled and ambitious industrialists. A loose confederation of clothing merchants included such luminaries as Percy Oliver, Agatha Chesney, and Mortimer Hatt, established a new model of business, high-end clothing that was designed to appeal to Dunwall's elite, sold as a substantial markup. The best sartorial designers from across the empire were lured by the boutiques of Draper's Ward, where they found themselves freed from the need to solicit patrons. In fact, they were elevated to high society, courted and pampered. The powerful and influential began to frequent the new Draper's Ward, paying any cost to be seen in the latest styles. The district was wildly successful. Extravagant wealth and luxury among the proprietors and designers became the norm. But not all was glamour and fun. Reinventing Draper's Ward was an expensive project, and investigations into the source of capital funding this revitalization often led to dead ends. It was commonly whispered that Mortimer had been a ruthless gang leader in his early years, and it was a very poor secret among the city watch that he still commanded a private army of hardened men but to protect his interests. A terrible truth emerged over time. While the designers and merchants held courts in the exclusive boutiques, the mills and factories that produced the clothing were a house of suffering and abuse. Despite the coin generated by their businesses, the workers who stitched the garments never took part in the flow of wealth. Instead, Hatsmen enforced brutal working conditions on them. As this corruption intensified, with violence occasionally spilling out on the open streets, the well-to-do declined further invitations to shop at the boutiques. Business fell precipitously, and now with rumors of a plague looming on the horizon, the golden age of Draper's Ward may soon be at an end. The dressmaker's studio. Are you assigned to me or what? No.
Who are you? Are you with her?
With her?
Delilah. Are you with her? No, but you don't have any roses.
What can you tell me about Delilah?
I used to make clothing for the Caldwins, you see. I adored them, especially young, precocious Emily. She was such a delight. Did you ever meet the Empress? She was so special. And I was able to count her among my friends. I had a lock of hair from young Emily, a keepsake given to me by the family when my hands grew too stiff and clumsy to work the needle. I have treasured it so.
And Delilah?
She visited me here. Such a surprise to see her, all grown up. So serious. Did you know she was once a playmate of Jessamine's? Before she was Empress, when they were both little. I thought it was a cordial visit at first, but it turned frightening.
What happened?
She made things come out of the shadows, long and grasping. I could still feel the cold on my neck. I sound mad, don't I? Perhaps I am. She questioned me and left me propped in the corner like a bolt of cloth. I couldn't move for 3 nights while she made the horrid markings you see now. Then she stole my only keepsake, my lock of hair from dear, sweet Emily. Ah, Emily, where are you? Damn that Corvo, and damn Delilah.
Well, you'd be happy to learn that I killed the Empress. I'm stealing your stuff. A note from Lady Boyle. My dearest friend, my costume ball will require 3 tailored outfits that are perfectly matching except for color. We are going to play a game with our guests, you see. I am saddened to hear of your deteriorating hands and the hard times on which you have fallen, as you were my first choice to craft these costumes. I will mention your physical difficulties to my doctor at the party. Perhaps he can be of some service to you. Farewell, Waverly Boyle. Well, looks like the Boyles were not
Half the city's
all bad.
dead. We won't make it 3 more months.
7 rooms. That's quite a lot. That is quite a lot.
Someone's still sneaking around.
Alright, back to street level.
How did it pass me by? All the others down with the sickness.
Oh, just
There's a
let
human
him show
portion
his
here.
face. See what I do then.
Oh,
Half
that's
the city's
interesting.
dead. We won't make it 3 more months.
Well, that's interesting. Okay, this is a map transition. I'm guessing this leads to the main territory of these guys.
What?
I lost him. Somebody get over here! Get him!
How did it pass me by? All the others down with the sickness.
I'm pretty sure you can go on this rooftop here, because there's a chair on it. The designers wouldn't put random stuff. Well, usually they don't.
You're making a racket, aren't you?
Oops. Too much noise. approaches. Because I want that stuff. They have it, of course.
How did it pass me by?
Being a total klepto.
It's down with the sick. Half the city's dead. You won't make it 3 more months.
There we go. We're on the roof now. There's some crazy clipping here.
What?
Oh, are you serious? That usually doesn't happen.
How did it pass me by? All the others down with the sickness.
Oh, seriously? I didn't see her. What do we have here? Come on.
What? Come on, let's get this guy. He's not getting. What?
If I leave her here, I'm afraid the rats will kill her. I'm not. There's a piece of paper. Come on. Clipping is kind of stupid. Does it? Oh no, it's not a piece of paper, it's the world coming to an end. Let me take a beautiful screenshot of one as soon as this is over. Come on, get away. There. I have so many potions, I'm just pounding them. We'll try to open the safe and we'll go to the Hatter's area before moving on to the Gabriels. We'll just hide her. I think I saw something glinting. No, it's my imagination, yes. No. No. Sure, or some. Could have sworn I picked them up before, but what do you know? Just for a single ingot. I was going to say that guy is nowhere inside, but he's just here. So yeah, this rooftop here, pretty sure you can get to it with some probably mad dash. from this balcony.
I give up fighting.
Oh, there's something from across the street. Yeah, I would actually like to try this out. Just running and blinking. And then I'll go to the hunters. It's going to be a long mission, I think. That's right.
How did it pass me by? All the others down with the sickness.
I can see there's definitely something.
Half the city's
Now
dead.
just a chair and
Maybe
nothing on
4
it.
months.
Oh, too bad. I was hoping it was kind of some really cool hidden area, but alas, it's nothing. Oh well. Okay, so we're going to sneak past the Ark Island. With some luck, we can do it. With the help of Blink, perhaps. Wow, this is floating in the air. I don't even need to use Blink. Do you? Save. We'll need to deactivate that stuff. Not sure I can do it though, because I don't see any wires. Oh, come on. Maybe.
What?
Oh, I was I was hoping he wasn't going to see me, but yeah. Maybe I can do it without taking damage. Maybe try. Blink. Yes. It's perfect. That is perfect. Arc pattern instructions. Evans, be cautious with this equipment. It is very delicate and requires a skilled touch to operate. It is also quite lethal, so if you do not follow the proper procedures, you will cease to exist in the wink of an eye. Acquiring this technology took a great deal of politicking and expense, so I repeat, do not be reckless with it. Once the system is set up and operational, it will never see a dead eel darkening our doorway. The mill will become an impregnable fortress. Report any technical issues to me. Nurse Tremble. Oh, this is a weird name. Sokolov, Technology and the New Age. Excerpt from a recent book detailing Sokolov's machines. One of the advantages of Sokolov's technologies is that they share the same magnetic socket for the tanks of processed whale oil they use as fuel. When a tank is exhausted, another can be plugged into the place with ease, and the process is simple enough that any common workman or even the lower guardsman of the city watch can handle the task. The supplies to the Arc Pylon and Wall of Light security systems, as well as the powered carriages used for transport by those few who are wealthy enough to afford them. The only obvious downside to Sokolov design is the volatility of the tanks themselves. A few incidents have occurred resulting in damage to property or bodily harm whenever one of his tanks has exploded. Oh, let me get back up there. I think I missed something. Not sure. No, I got everything.
A password system. The Hatters are getting... Password system. The Hatters are getting organized.
What's the password?
I seem to have forgotten it.
Nice try, River Rat. Get lost.
Okay, so I'll need to guess the password then.
Huh? What the?
Nope. I was trying to talk to him, but it doesn't look like it works. And I have not discovered the readable that allows me to use the password, so... well, only one solution left. We are going to tackle the Dead Eel territory first, and then we'll see if we can grab the password from there. While being wary of the control here.
What?
In fact, busts the ghost. The first what doesn't bust it, but you know. You can bust them, yay! No, they don't joke over here. Okay, so let's try and get into their territory. Trying not to get spotted. There we go. Japanese World Riverfront.
Wakefield's a hard man, but he's not as fun as Lizzie. Lizzie enjoyed it more.
Yeah, even Lizzie never drowned victims in a sack. Could still see him squirming for air.
Yeah. How's he gonna top that? Who would have thought? Maggot Montaigne on a boat in Dunwall. A long way from Karnaca. Huh?
Who's on?
Hope them Hatter fellows don't come back.
No, no, looks like.
Lizzie striding Coldridge. That weren't right. She ain't so bad. Keep an eye out, Maggot. There's folks here smarter than you.
Just reload in case I was seen. I don't think so, but you never know with this game.
Wakefield's a hard man, but he's not as fun as Lizzie. Lizzie enjoyed it more.
Yeah, even Lizzie never drowned victims in a sack. Could still see him squirming for air.
Yeah. How's he gonna top that?
Alright, so there's loot here. There's a balcony
Who would have
room.
thought? Maggot Montaigne on a boat in Dunwall. A long...
There we go. Seriously?
Edgar Wakefield is on board the Undine. He's put all of the eels on alert since Lizzie's rumored to have escaped from Coldridge. He's expecting her. You will undoubtedly be a surprise to him.
Trimble's coin. Well, wall of text again. Excerpt from a book on noteworthy intellectual figures. The halls of the Academy of Natural Philosophy are thought to be spaces where thoughtful discourse and enlightened tolerance set the tone for debate and learning. It is believed that reason applies above all, and the passions of the greatest minds of the Empire are tempered by wisdom and custom. This is the commonly accepted vision of a place, and it's almost always accurate. Almost. Sometimes a protracted debate or disagreement can explode into conflict, very rarely violence. Such was the case years ago in the Monster of Winds. A young apprentice named Piero Joplin ventured into strange new directions of research in the preservation of mortifying tissue, a field that brought him into frequent conflict with student Kim Trimble. Joplin and Trimble often debated loudly long into the night, and the content of these arguments was well beyond the understanding of most people of the Empire, the author included. The rivalry between the two natural philosophers raged for months. It is the climax of these events that prompts its writing. The two had argued deep into the night, the debate sliding into bitter personal attacks. At last they reached a terrible accord. Their mutual hatred culminated in a duel to the death with pistols. Under the grey sky of dawn, the greatest minds of the Empire of the Isles gathered in the courtyard in a fashion resembling schoolboys gathering to watch two bullies fight. A quiet fell as Joplin and Trimble accepted their ceremonial pistols, marked off the pieces, turned and fired. Each combatant fired round after round, shattering windows, chipping masonry, splitting plaster. The closest shot to the mark was Joplin's, whose bullet ripped through the hem of Trimble's overcoat. It was clear that the dedicated study of the learned man had made for poor marksmanship. When all of their ammunition was expended, both parties stood quivering with fear and rage, but unarmed. It was then agreed that the duel would be settled with a coin flip. A newly minted coin of the Empire was produced, bearing the face of Empress Jessamine Caldwell. As it was sent spinning into the air, Trimble called heads. The coin landed tails. Joplin was declared winner. The feuding between them ceased. By the terms of the dispute, Trimble was first to leave the Academy. His studies left incomplete, whereupon a dignified silence returned to the halls of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. Notes from a Hatter spy. Mr. Hat, there have been interesting activities he saw raid on the Dead Hills a few days ago. It looks like Wakefield has been rooting out Lizzie loyalists and chasing them off, making an example of them with some gruesome killing. I don't think he's got much of a hold on his gang, and things are likely to fly apart before long. Also, I swear I saw a woman lurking on some nearby rooftops last night, spying on the eels. She saw me looking at her and just disappeared. Perhaps you'll know what to make of that, Oscar. So maybe we can use these loyalists to non-lethally take down that guy Edgar Wakefield.
There's the boat. Wakefield's probably keeping himself below. Whatever I do to him, it will be a mercy compared to what Lizzie has in mind.
All those prancing nobles in their fancy masks. Strip
Oh.
all their jewels and set them on fire.
Just you look at this.
Finest time in the world.
Drown.
I almost didn't see her.
Set on fire's worse.
Drowned is worse.
You ever see a man set on fire? What does he do? He jumps in the water.
Very funny.
I hear Lord Shaw's making his way to the front by boat with only 2 bodyguards.
What? How do you hear things like that?
I have some connections.
Okay, so this was creepy. Maybe she's the disappearing woman. I thought it was Granny Rag, but it doesn't look like it after all.
Wakefield sealed himself in the cargo hold of the Undine. Smuggling ships like this one often have a hatch underneath for dumping contraband if they get caught. Perhaps the Undine is no different.
Alright, so... need to go underwater, looks like.
If you see any action, give a shout.
It's a weird boat. Okay. We have eagle eyes.
Set on fire's worse.
Wrong power.
Set on fire's worse.
Yeah, she disappeared now.
Wakefield sealed himself in the cargo hold of the Undine. Smuggling ships like this one often have a hatch underneath for dumping contraband if they get caught.
You ever get that creepy feeling of being watched? I've had that a bunch lately.
Funny you ask that. I had this feeling of eyes on me. I looked up on the roof of that building.
So... I want to know what's in this building. Getting there might prove difficult. Again. Oh, looks like there's some outsider shrine. It's interesting. Maybe I can access it from... Look you.
Set on fire.
Oh, come on, I didn't save, really?
You ever see a man set on fire? What does he do? He jumps in the water.
Wakefield sealed himself in the cargo
Yes,
hold.
I know, I know.
Smuggling ships like this one often have a hatch underneath for dumping contraband if they get caught. Perhaps the Undine is no different.
You ever get that creepy feeling of being watched? I've had that a bunch lately.
Funny you ask that. I had this feeling of eyes on me. I looked up on the roof of that building.
What?
Oh. Shit's awesome, man.
You keep surprising me, Dowd. Not long ago, I watched you kill an empress and steal her child for coin. For a man like that, you went through Coldridge Prison with an awfully soft touch. I wonder, are you hoping it will change the way things work out? Maybe. Maybe not. The song's almost over. And when the music stops, we all fall down.
Maybe there's something there. Can't get up there. Alright, so... Hello, you. Almost didn't see it. What's it then? Okay. It's time to swim a bit. Ah, this is clever.
I think this would work.
Calm down.
Can't keep their damn prisoners locked up.
Lizzie's boat is smaller than I remember.
Oh, that's pretty big to me. Edgar Wakefield log entry. It's going to pieces. I was just getting things under control. No, I will. Lizzie busted out of college bridge. How? The deals are all starting to swing my way, and I even think we'll wipe out those accursed hatters soon. Mister had humiliated me something awful. With that raid to steal our engine core, and payback was going to be me taking a piss in his stovepipe. But now that Lazy is free again, I've got the crew and I orders to kill anyone that ain't unworth. I'm starting to think I bit off more than I can chew.
How'd it come to this? Lizzie's on her way.
Time to signal Lizzie.
Oh, you can just neutralizing this one. Alright. Good. I didn't want to kill him anymore. Oh. Signal Lizzie using the ship's horn. Well. Holy crap.
What?
No idea what this is. Admiralty and the Fleet takes her from a book on naval history. While each of the isles has some form of naval fleet, none is more envied than that of Bristol, with its long, proud history of great ships and the admirals who command them. Boys come of age at the cities of Bristol, hoping to someday captain such a ship, and family dynasties are made by those captains who track down infamous pirates or crush seditious uprisings, as during the Morley insurrections. In times of war and peace, Bristol continues to innovate at sea. The ship designs of Anton Sokolov himself now represent the highest standard in the whaling trade, allowing crews to haul their kill up over the deck and begin their butchery and processing. Even as the ship returns to Dunwall, the crews can be seen working in their latest whale as the ship moves slowly to the Wrenhaven River, coming to dock with one of the powerful warehouse companies such as the Greaves Whaling House. Suspended in the rigging overhead and backlit by the setting sun, the silhouette of one of these creatures makes a moving sight as it cruises to its final resting place in the industrial heart of the capital city. Well, here's the horn. Ah, section maybe.
Lizzie Stride is assuming control of the Dead Eels now. She's ordered them to give you safe passage.
Great!
Your friend Edgar Wakefield set me up to be taken by the City Watch, and you followed him. Took his orders. But you know what? I forgive you. All of you. I'm filled with love. But the following people each owe me a finger. Logan, Douglas, Bang Bang, Fair. That piece of garbage, Edgar. I'm still living with his incompetence. He let the Hatters cripple the Undine.
Ship seems fine to me.
They took the engine coil. We're dead in the water.
What is it? Can we make a new one?
They don't make them anymore, not for an engine like the Undine's. We'll have to get it back.
The geezer still leads the Hatter gang, right? I'll pay him a visit.
It won't be that easy. There's a snag.
Always is. What's this one?
The geezer's about 100 years old by now. He's got it rigged so that if he dies, the whole place gets gassed. So they're real careful around him. Got him a nurse and everything. Maybe you can cut a deal for that engine coil. Turn on the charm. One of the Hatters gave me their door password in exchange for keeping the rest of his fingers. It's whalebone. I never got to use it on account of the gas. And being in jail.
Just be ready to move when I get back.
I just wanted to grab her purse.
You left Wakefield alive?
You can decide what to do with him.
My mind is racing. Does he still have both eyes? I'm not saying don't kill the geezer. Just don't be stupid about it.
There we go. Sorry, I interrupted her speech. Well, you can maybe play with things yourself and just discover what she has to say. I'm sorry. But yeah, I just wanted to grab her purse what she was talking about. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Alright, so now I'm free to explore. Yay! Oh, there's one. This target. Oh yeah, I can see it. It's right in front of me. Oh, come on. Beyond this gate. Ah, fuck me, that's a bird trap. Oh, maybe we can hear it.
Lizzie Stride is assuming control of the Dead Eels.
Your friend Edgar Wakefield set me up to be taken by the City Watch, and you followed him. Took his orders. But you know what? I forgive you. All of you. I'm filled with love. But the following people each owe me a finger. Logan, Douglas, Bang Bang, Ferris, Cakeface, the Bakers, and Annabelle. Shit. 2 from you, Annabelle. Have a good night.
Alright, that was her speech.
Quit it.
And just
That piece of garbage.
talk.
You left
Twice.
Wakefield alive?
You can decide what to do with him.
My mind is racing. Does he still have both eyes?
Yes, he does. Okay, so let's go back at hunting this. This piece of loot. Well, that room looks like there is some. Here we go. Yep, that's a weaker, alright. Grab the room. Corrupted charms. Excerpt from an overseas report on black market occult artifacts. The following note was found at the site of a ritual murder, attached to the victim's face by 9 fishhooks, arranged in a suspicious pattern. We inferred that the 2 parties were involved in a conflict over the construction and sale of superstitious charm, using pieces from the older, possibly damaged, heretical artifacts. Full investigation recommended, focused on the person named Lilica in Circanos. Lilica, you cheat! For months I poured coins into your pocket, paying for all the things you requested, food and lodging at the outskirts of town, livestock with birth defects, whose purpose I cannot imagine, toxic plants and alchemical materials. The baboon blood and cartilage of deep-dwelling fish were not cheap, I assure you. But even more costly was the scrimshaw I painstakingly acquired from sailors during the past year, carved from the bones of whales and said to hum with powers from beyond the world. These cost me half my savings. And you swore that you could provide me with the charm I wanted. I was quite clear you had your word that I would be able to visit Abriel in my dreams, that I could woo her while sleeping. You promised that she would love me. Instead, you delivered to me this lump of old bones, scraps and hacked wired together as if made by a child. For 2 weeks I kept it close to my heart. And that night when I slept, I did see Abriel, oh yes. I saw her lying with everyone I ever hated, rivals and enemies who've bested me in business or in sport, men who have bullied or insulted me, including my infernal old brother. I woke each morning clenching my teeth in shame and rage. Such terrible nosebleeds I suffered, and my hair began to fall out in clumps. I threw the cursed thing into the lake, just to be rid of it. You told me you were a sorcerer, a simple charlatan more like. Be that as it may, I want you to know the day I decided to ruin your life. I will punish you for thinking me an idiot and taking my money. I could send an anonymous message delivered to the nearest overseer outpost, but what I've got in mind is more fitting. There is a gang that operates in Konica, assassins. I want you to know that all my remaining funds will be spent putting a contract on your pretty head. You will never see me again, Lilica. When the butcher's blade falls on your neck, and when the poison in your milk takes hold, I want you to remember that this is how I repay those who cheat me. That guy means business. There we go. Perfect.
Knock it off.
I thought I deactivated the trap. Nope. Doesn't deactivate it for some reason. Where is it firing from anyway? No idea where the trap is. We did it. Go with a quick look around if I can get some more loot.
That's a lot of fingers. Lizzie's pissed.
What are you planning?
This is great.
You should get where you're going, little man. Are you supposed to be scary?
Fuck off, I want your money. Okay, so let's just look around and see if I can see some more stuff. I can love to hide stuff in the water too. Just checking. No, there's nothing else. Alright, so time to head to the main area. These guys should be neutral to us, which is great. Also some in the boat, you just see. Yum yum. Anything else? Nothing here. Misty tree filth. Nothing on these market stalls. Aha!
If you see any action, give a shout.
Nothing here too. Well, this is Barbie's area. Oh. Nothing. Oh, so you woke up. Nice. Okay. Now to go to the Hatter territory. Let's just see if these guys are neutral. Should be. Yes.
Stand where you are, Hatter.
What are you waiting for? I can't stop you. Do it, lady.
You do it. You're always bragging about your kills.
Nothing to brag about here. Let him loose.
He's making me sick. Get out of here, Hatter. Run!
Huh?
No time to blow a cloud. We got somebody about.
Doesn't look like there's any room in this spot for now.
What's the password?
Whalebone.
Come in, Hatter.
Wow, the starting screen is pretty creepy, to say the least.
Sir, the Hatters are using the textile machines to make shrouds for the plague dead.
Now we know why they took the engine coil.
The man who runs the Hatters is more cunning than he looks. He can flood this place with a toxic gas. In time, it'll eat through our air filters. You may have to make a deal.
Alright, so we are in the Patrick's territory now. Some kind of sleazy and seedy back alley.
Who just went through here?
The Empress did. She had Corvo Otana with her. They weren't wearing no clothes.
Keep your hat on. I was just asking.
Just because you're in charge of the gate, it don't mean the rest of us are idiots.
Yeah? Well, since you're such a genius, it ought to be real easy to see who it was. So go check it out.
Fine. I don't know why you're worried about nothing.
Oh, there's some valuables.
Gotta keep my eyes open.
For some lucky stuff. Come on here, you. Oh, sewer canal access. Interesting. See, maybe this is the way. Fuck you. Stupid fish. So what can we find over here? here a bone charmer room. It's a nice cozy area. Alright, so we have a room here. 4 out of 7. Here's some stuff. Skeeves is gone. It looks like Skeeves and coming back from his portal. It's been 6 days now. Don't get me wrong, in grieving cause Skeeves and me didn't see eye to eye on many things. But it makes me sad because he swore he was bringing back a tremendous stash of coins he knew about up in the dried out waterway. I figure I'd part him from all those coins in few card games. But that ain't to be. Who knows? If that water ever comes on again, we just may flush him out. But I doubt it. When you get off duty tonight, we need to drink a toast to all Skeeves. The Rat Plague. Excerpt from a Natural Philosopher's Note. For over a year I've studied this cursed plague, collecting and dissecting rats by the thousands. Given their rapid gestation and maturation cycle, it's been possible to breed them for numerous generations. The rodents themselves seem immune to the plague, but they pass it readily between members of their own species, perhaps through mites. The blood of a rat tells its own story, allowing me to gauge the number of generations that a given group of rats have lived with the plague. As such, a nagging question remains. The rats collected in the poorest parts of towns, in the slums, exhibit the oldest strains of the plague, while those found near the docks, where the foreign plague-bearing rats would presumably have entered our city, exhibit a younger strain of plague. Could this mean that the rats were transported to the slums in some way that is not obvious? I will continue my research. If nothing else, I am living proof that Sokolov's elixir and Pierrot's remedy are very effective at protecting against the plague, if one consumes enough of the stuff. We are inside now.
What the?
Of course, he turns back. And he completely changes his control. Nice. Let's get you a nice resting place. Up goes crates. Sleep well. Here. What's he doing? I'm going to go through the basement first. This is usually how I proceed. Engine room. Aha. Okay, you need a combination. Trimble nose door combination. Gone to look into the water flow situation in the sewers. If you need access to the engine room while I'm away, talk to Nurse Trimble. He is the only other person with the door combination. Alright, so no basement. Maybe we can get the top floor then. absolutely crowded with people. Not going anywhere near this area for now. Now, this is the real area.
Picked up anything good? Blow off, chopper.
So, only 2 guards. Maybe I can... On the pipes you go, miss. I don't need to knock him out. He's alone. The woman was more problematic. This guy I can really handle.
Huh?
Well, not that well, it's like.
Picked up anything good? Blow off, chopper.
Let's try again. Oh. One cabinet. Coins! Yes! Grenades. Loot. Okay, so this is done. No. Come on, Dowd, you can do it. Yes. Here we go.
What? Is that? Damn it! Somebody, get up!
Fusion. Quickly sleep fast. I can observe this area a bit better from up here. So 3 people, looks like. 2 workers and 1 hatcher. No, 2 hatchers. What is the hatcher? There's another one here. I seriously hope he's not coming all the way down to the side big time.
Well, see something? I lost it.
Burn! I can just wait for that guy here and okay.
Well,
No, he sees me from the corner of his eyes. Damn it. Ah! Not so proud now. Oh, these were just mannequins. I thought they were people. Useless for us. I like to gather stuff. I can look around to see if there are any rooms in the vicinity. Yes, there's one here. 100%. Okay. And nice to this place.
This whole place has gone to the hell.
Wakefield's miscalculated badly. I predicted this would happen, of course. A man like Wakefield knows which end of a knife is for stabbing, but not much else. What's that? Oh, stop complaining, old man. I'm giving you a legacy. What were the Hatters before I arrived? I'll tell you. A shadow of their former selves. The butt of numerous jokes, in fact. Why did the Hatter piss in his own hat? What did the Hatter do with his last bullet? And so on. The answers aren't worth repeating. Leadership. That's what was missing. What with the embarrassing defeat at the hands of the Bottle Street Boys of all things. There now. You mustn't become agitated. You'll inflame your arteries, which will only cause you unneeded agony. I can ease the pain, but only if you promise to behave yourself. No? Ah, that reminds me. I must see Jerome about getting more Oxrush. I'm fresh out.
Oh, so that guy is a bastard. I feel kind of sorry for that guy here. You...
Dowd. Quick. Come close. Look at the pickle I'm in. Words out about your deal with Lizzie. I know why you're here. You want that engine coil? It's yours. You just have to do one thing, assassin. Kill me. This contraption, Trimble's machine, get it off me. Let me die. I'll give you what you want.
All I have to do is pull that oil tank.
No, not yet. Trimble's machine keeps me alive, but he's rigged it so that gas will flood the mill if I die. Insurance. Search Trimble's quarters. Upstairs, he has antitoxin he drinks every day, just in case I croak. You'll have to make some to survive the gas.
But everyone will die. Not just you.
These Hatters. They're not my Hatters, don't deserve the name. Trimble's been calling the shots for years.
They can choke and die, every last one.
Yeah, but I don't want to kill them because, Alright, so this... It's optional, the Jesus' last wish, so I'm not going to do it, actually. Leave him leave. It's pretty cruel, but missing mechanic. I sent our head mechanic into the sewers to try and get the water flowing in the canals again. He wasn't been heard from since. We've lost other men trying to investigate what happened to Trimble.
This guy never made it back. Wonder if he's still down there.
Warning, when replacing the whale oil tank that powers the pulmonary machine, you will have precious little time to do so. If you fail to be diligent and Mr. Hat perishes, you will release a toxic gas that will end your life and that of your fellow Hatters. Have a care, Trimble. This is junk. Timer calibration. The calibration of my experiment timer is slightly off. This should be fixed immediately. I like to check on my experiments immediately after the bell chimes. I have this all perfectly timed for the bell ring to the welcome to my lab. This should be a top priority after your return from restoring the water flow in the sewers. Trimble.
Trimble's got good handwriting, which makes me distrust him.
The Effects of Whale Oil in the Gastric Humors, Volume 1. Excerpt from the Natural Philosopher's Notes on the Effects of Whale Oil on Gastrointestinal Function. One benefit of this plague is the abundance of unclaimed bodies readily available to the inquisitive medical mind. I have been able to stimulate gastric function in addition to other organ activity through infusions of whale oil and the application of electrical impulses. I believe that such treatments could be applied to the living and that it might prolong life indefinitely. When my process is applied to the stomach and its intestinal systems, digestion does in fact still occur, though the end product must be evacuated from the stomach through tubing and processing by my machinery before being recirculated to the appropriate organs. This was a tricky solution to come across, as my first inclination was to break the food down myself and bypass the natural processes altogether. My subject has indicated that he no longer has a sense of taste, but that might be a mercy given that I'm feeding him these days. That is. Okay. When I steam the combination, maybe the mechanic has somewhere trying to investigate in the sewers.
What will I do now?
I'm disappointed. I wanted it to be something to be the allowance.
What will I do now?
See the front. Not bad. Alright, so where was the room on Charmer for that? Ah, okay, it's downstairs. A history of lazy strides, another wall of text. Let me get my bottle. Well, this video has been going for very long. Excerpt from a listing of known underworld elements. Little is known of Elizabeth Stride's origins, except that she hailed from Morley, rumored to be the daughter of a seamstress and a traveling cloth merchant. Stride was forced to flee Morley in her early years after strangling an abusive schoolmaster. She smuggled herself out of the city disguised as a boy and became a powder monkey on a Navy ship. The ruse worked for a time, allowing her to see wonders and horrors that women in our society have always been denied. Her high spirit, charisma, and fierceness propelled her to the top of the pecking order in the small ship-bound community of children, and they grew loyal to her. Inevitably, her deception was discovered by the ship's surgeon when she was injured during a storm. Before the doctor could report her, she rallied her powder monkeys to toss the men overboard. A bloody fight ensued, but their brief mutiny was crushed and many of her followers were put down. In the chaos, Lizzie and a handful of loyal boys managed to abandon ship in a skiff. Afterward, they found employment for a few seasons with a cartographer working along the coast of the Pandician continent to map estuaries. There, the crew of children grew into experienced and savage fighters. With the conclusion of the mapping expedition, the crew sailed back to Bristol. Once in Dunwall, Lizzie and her hardened friends carved a space for themselves in the street culture of the city. Their nautical experience had them at home on the Wrenhaven River, a territory previously unclaimed by any gang. They recruited former sailors, pirates, and defectors from other gangs. She took an unlikely lover, a naval aristocrat that arranged for her to carry merchant marine papers, giving them legitimacy in the eyes of the government, allowing her to sail through territory normally restricted to merchants. Some of those same powder monkeys from the early years still follow her, helping pilot their cargo boat to the Undine up and down the Wrenhaven on smuggling missions. As the leader of the Dead Eels, Lizzie has almost a mythic reputation for ferocity. She files her teeth to points and is even removed to have webbed toes. Her enemies fear her unpredictable violence as much as they despise her. Alright, so we're going to go back to the sewers.
What? See something?
Have to do it carefully, of course, but recklessly like I did. What? This is weird. My view just got the other way around. I'm hoping I can exit this thing from like this. Good. We're going to go in the sewers. And fetch the code. and we'll look for the ruin afterwards. Wow, this mission is really big. I like it. I think it's the biggest yet in Dishonored. River Cross CA and Blood Games. I'm thrilled to see them again. Okay, do that. Valuable item. The Horn of Quintus. River Crest do not count as busts, by the way. So you're free to be seen by them, it doesn't matter. No, we have rats. Fortunately, they don't go. Go here. The game is like hell. I'm virtually 5 FPS now. Here we go.
This must be Trimble's man. Hope it was worth it. Never send a hatter to...
Hatter mechanic to-do list. A barely legible to-do list stained with blood and grease. Get a new spanner, River Crest 8 only. Check water flow control for Trimble. Hopefully not rats. Look for Oxrush in the canal. Maggie likes rat. Give Maggie my locker key in case she needs to stash her gear in my apartment.
Anything important? I doubt you'll be needing this again.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think he's actually the guru. So I'm going to take him with me.
Someone's coming.
Oh, this is really creepy. I'm completely blind. Sometimes. Very nice lighting here. The sewers in Dishonored are really well made. Oh. Who the hell are you? Okay.
Over here.
They are the witches. Maybe I can. The parts. Let's try that. No, not his power. No! Yes! Come on.
Sister, over here. Strike at him.
Alright, not going this way then. Just wanted to see if the door is openable.
I think Delilah wants us out of the way when her little ritual is all said and done.
Why?
Don't be dense. She's afraid of us. When the change comes, she'll only want the weaker sisters nearby.
That makes no sense. Our power flows from Delilah. Without her, we'd be reduced to dancing under the moon and parlor tricks. You must be wrong.
Why else would she put us here, right in his path? I wish he'd hurry up and come already.
Holy crap, you can teleport around. Well, I think this is going to wrap things up for today. We've been playing for a while. So, I'm going to call this episode quits for now, and see you next time for more Dishonored. See ya, guys.